Okay, hey everyone. I'm Amulia. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. So today we're going to be learning about the Linux operating system and discovering what it has to offer. Sorry, 1 second. Screen sharing cut out. Um, Perfect. There we go.
Oh,
Should be. Um, all right, so as a table of contents, we're first going to go over what Linux is, the history of Linux, why to use it, how to download it, and finally we'll end with a demo video. So what is Linux? Linux is a free and open source operating system based on Unix. This means that it's free for people to use, but also free for people to edit and ameliorate and help make it better. So it's highly customizable, flexible, and secure. So it's a popular choice for developers, businesses, educational institutions, and everyday users. So, unlike Windows or Mac OS, which most people use, Linux is known for giving users full control over their systems. So, it gives you access to powerful tools and commands. It is available in various versions, and these are called distributions, such as Ubuntu, Fedora, and Linux Mint, and each are tailored specifically for different user needs. So, as a comparison to Windows, Linux is free, where Windows needs a licensing fee. It's also open source, where Windows requires a purchase. It's Linux is also highly customizable. Windows, you can't really change much. But one con, I guess, is that Linux is pretty advanced, so there is a pretty steep learning curve once you first get it, and Windows is most people use it because it is more user-friendly. But Linux does have more stronger security compared to Windows just because there's less people trying to hack into it. Now, as history, Linux was created by Linus Torvalds in 1991, and he was a student at the University of Helsinki, and he created this actually as a personal product or personal project, which is kind of cool. Linux was released under the GNU, which is the General Public License or the GPL. So this allows anyone to modify it, use it, and distribute the software without concern. So over time, Linux grew in popularity because all these different developers contributed from all over the world and it created this strong community. And today, Linux powers everything as you're able to use it on personal computers, servers, smartphones, and even supercomputers. So now why use Linux? Security. Linux is known to boost security features such as firewalls, permission controls, and has minimal vulnerability to viruses. In terms of customization, users have full control over the systems, so they can tweak and modify almost any aspect of this OS. And it's cost effective because most Linux distributions are completely free. In terms of performance, Linux runs efficiently even on older or less powerful hardware. So this optimizes resources and improves your computer's performance. It also has a strong community support, as active community provides tutorials, forums, and solutions for some of the problems that can arise with any kinds of tech. Now, how to download this? This is a series of steps. So step one is to choose the distribution you want. Again, the powerful ones the most popular ones are Ubuntu, Linux Mint, and Fedora. So to download a distribution, you're going to go to the distribution's official website, and you can search that up with one of the names.com, for example, ubuntu.com. And to download it, you're going to download the ISO file where it says download for free. Step two is to create a bootable USB drive. So you can use tools like Rufus or Etcher to create a bootable USB drive with the Linux ISO file. So you can insert your USB drive, open the tool, and select the preferred Linux ISO. Click the start button, and it'll begin creating the bootable USB. Now, when that's done, you're going to insert your USB into your PC and restart it. To access the boot menu, typically by pressing F2, F11, or Escape, and select the USB drive as the boot drive. Now, step four, most distributions allow you to actually try Linux without installing it. So if you want to install it, follow the on-screen instructions to partition the drive and set up Linux onside your current OS or as the main system. So you can have both at once as like a trial feature. Now, once the installation is complete, you can remove the USB, reboot your PC, and start using Linux. So just a final note, some Linux distros can be very complicated to use. So if you are new to computers, stick with those that are beginner friendly, such as Ubuntu or Linux Mint. And so as just a general final note, Linux is used for people who are looking for a new software, those that are looking for something a bit more advanced and more that is more particularly for their needs. But if you are just looking for something that's user friendly and you don't really want to change, it's perfectly fine to just stay on Windows or Mac OS. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for listening to my presentation.